Welcome everybody. Today I'll be covering exactly how to complete every unique exorcism in Demonologist. Before following any of these steps, make sure your crew has guessed a ghost type, otherwise certain items required for the exorcism may not spawn in. If you find this video helpful, please feel free to like and subscribe. The abandoned house has one of the simplest exorcisms in the game. After completing the 3 optional objectives, 5 fingers will spawn in random locations throughout the house. Each finger takes up 1 inventory slot when picked up. Once you've found a finger, take it to the basement and place it in the vases. Once you've managed to burn all 5 fingers, the exorcism will be complete. This exorcism will require the ectoglass. Using the ectoglass, search the house for the ghost's time of death. It can appear on any walls in the house. It will not appear on the ceiling or the floor. After you find the time of death and have completed the other 2 optional objectives, 3 clocks will spawn on random walls in the house. Simply input the time of death into each of the 3 clocks to complete the exorcism. This exorcism is also pretty simple. After completing the 3 optional objectives, 3 scrolls will spawn in random locations throughout the house. Each scroll takes up 1 inventory slot when picked up. To complete the exorcism, simply burn the scrolls in the fireplace. It is important to note that when the 3 optional objectives are completed, a piano and chair will be moved to block 2 of the 3 doorways leading to the fireplace room. Feel free to follow my guide from the main entrance to the fireplace if you're lost. This level has one unique objective related to the exorcism. 3 pieces of a salt shotgun will spawn somewhere random in the hospital. Locate all 3 pieces to fully construct the salt shotgun. Once you've completed the other 2 optional objectives, you'll be able to pick up the gun at the front desk. Wait for the ghost to hunt and shoot it with the shotgun to complete the exorcism. The farmhouse is one of the more challenging exorcisms in the game. After completing the 3 optional objectives, one of 3 pairs of generators on the floor in the house will become active. You will know a pair of generators is active if the lights are red. In order to exorcise the ghost, you must get it to walk through the active pair of generators 3 times. Here's where all 3 pairs of generators are located. You can use this loop to lure the ghost through generator pairs 1 and 2. And you can use this loop to lure the ghost through the third pair of generators. Make sure you keep running even after it walks through the pair of generators. It does not immediately stop hunting. This level has two unique objectives related to the exorcism. First, you must find the 3 katanas which spawn at random locations in the house. Each katana will take up 1 inventory slot. The next step is to take the swords to the pedestal room. Each pedestal has an animal on it. Place the katana with the corresponding animal on the pedestal. If done correctly, you'll unlock the painting room. To solve this puzzle, you must rotate each painting to match that of 4 other identical paintings in the house. You only need to find 3 of these paintings, and these paintings can be found in the same location every time. Follow my lead to find 3 of the paintings. Once you've determined the orientation of these 3 paintings, you can return to the painting room. Rotate the 3 paintings accordingly and rotate the 4th and final one until the puzzle is solved. Next, make sure you've completed the last optional objective. Finally, search the house for the 3 ritual items. These items are a brooch, an egg, and an Oni mask. They will spawn randomly in the house. They do not take up any inventory slots. Once you've found all 3 items, return to the painting room and complete the exorcism by interacting with the well. The school has one unique objective related to the exorcism. You must search the school for 4 elephant statues. These statues do not take up any inventory slots. Once you've found these statues, place them on the 4 pedestals in the exorcism room. Once you've placed the 4 statues on the pedestals and have completed the other 2 optional objectives, you'll want to make a blood sacrifice into the bowl next to the 4 elephant statue pedestals. Next, you must adjust the spotlight so that the shadow of the cross falls upon the ritual area. These final 2 steps must be done in rapid succession, else the player who sacrificed their blood will be killed. It is also important to note that you can only interact with the spotlight if a player has made a blood sacrifice. If that player dies, you will not be able to interact with the spotlight until another player makes a blood sacrifice. This is by far the most complex and challenging exorcism in Demonologist. This map has 3 unique optional objectives, all related to the exorcism. First, you'll want to locate this painting. It spawns in random locations. Grab the piece from the painting. Next, you'll want to solve the sliding puzzle. It spawns in the same location every time. If you struggle to solve the sliding puzzle, feel free to check out the solver I've linked in the video description. Once the puzzle has been solved, place the piece you grabbed earlier into the frame to complete the puzzle. This will unlock the chest next to the puzzle. Collect the key. You can use this key to unlock the tile puzzle room. Use the pocket watch to determine the time. Based on the time, follow these instructions to cross the tile room. Do not attempt to cross the room during 12 and 1, the whole room is booby-trapped. If you manage to successfully cross the room, you will find the room where the ghost died. Now that you've completed all 3 optional objectives, you must finish the exorcism. This is done by repairing the electrical chair. First, you must find a scalpel and electrical tape. These items spawn at random locations in the asylum, and they do not take up any inventory slots. Next, you need to find 2 fuses. They spawn in 2 of 5 potential fuse boxes, and they also do not take up any inventory slots. These are the 5 fuse box locations. Once you've collected the 2 fuses, the scalpel, and the electrical tape, return to the ghost room. Place the scalpel on the chair and the 2 fuses in the fuse box. Go to the lever and flip it. Wherever you see sparks, repair the wire with electrical tape. There will be 3 separate locations that need to be repaired. Once you've repaired the whole wire, flip the lever again to exorcise the ghost.